So I feel like it adds to the personality. Put in the title there as well. Yeah, that's probably gonna take a while. Yeah, right now I'm just gonna focus on making videos on the bits and vein of for this game before Demo 4 releases. Since as it turns out, May 17 was not going to be a release date, which did say that they were just thinking that might be when it releases, but it wasn't a for sure release date, so I'm not fully surprised. Yeah, an enemy has like 2 HP left, and it would be a good idea to use the ball. Okay, then I've got a lagging problem. I should probably still just use the slingshot. Alright, the lag. Well, I still managed to do that, even though it was lagging on me. I don't know why I've got such a lagging issue right at the moment. So, I mean, I did suffer some lag when I was making videos, but I at least don't feel like it was exactly this bad. You know, I've still been playing this game some after I've gotten a new computer. And I don't feel like I've had any issues with lag here, especially given that I was making test footage. And you know, I just wasn't really having this much issue with lag at all, so that is just weird. I'm not exactly sure if I want to actually use line bounce, because I was also playing this game on hard mode recently and decided to go ahead and get myself this build going for Demo 2, but immediately ran across some issues, especially given that I have forgotten that the launcher only does like -1 defense on enemies, so it was actually really hard to defeat the bubonic plant. I think that so I had to switch things up. So I actually might possibly still encounter some issues with Demo 4 with this build. So I guess again I was doing hard moves. I don't know. And again, I wasn't able to get any of the softener cards. Well, I could, but it was going to take some time. I was feeling a bit impatient, so I didn't want to bother grinding for them. Yeah, I might still try and use this build for Demo 4. Another thing is going to be that I don't want it to be too easy. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get this guy first, then focus on other enemies later. I guess when Demo 4 does eventually release, we'll see. also did like there's also like released like a picture of him to be someone's journal. That was meant to be or someone named Calypso, which is believed to be Kyoko, which is that lady that we first saw in Demo 2, then makes another appearance in Demo 3. And so some people believe that she might appear in Demo 4, and I think so too, because she feels like she's going to be important later. For sure. I'm not sure if we'll exactly get a Call Kyoko card, which if we do, I can imagine her being a support of some kind. I don't think she would have anything going for her chance. Maybe she might. Who knows? Okay, so far we've only had enemies as calling cards, like we've got the gorilla, we've got red and blue, and we've got Pool King, and for Demo 4 we're gonna have Griefer. One of which is a regular enemy, and the other three are bosses. I'm gonna take care of this guy first, because he's pretty annoying. Especially when he does that sleeping thing. I bet he's gonna do that first. Yep, called it. Yeah, you're not going to sleep, bud. And now I have to use the softer on him again. Because these cars don't. When you equip more software cars, it's not the defense it changes, it's actually, what does that? Keep on forgetting what the red arrow and what the blue circle means. Okay, yeah, it means turns. Wait, do the cars actually change defense? I actually cannot remember now. Okay, I'm gonna use the software on this knight next. Okay, so the arrow is at 2 and the circle is 3. I'm gonna take away one of the software cars and then I'm gonna see what that does for the enemy. I'm thinking that the cards just thinking like if you had 2 cards like I do right now, it would last 3 turns, but if you had just one, it would last 2 turns. I don't know, now I'm starting to think, does it actually change defense? We're about to see here. Alright, so if I take that away, and then use it on another guy. Let's see, what does this change? Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, so it is defense that it changes then. Okay, so yeah, it's not the turns that it changes, it's the defense that it changes. Yep. That's the amount of defense that the launcher takes away from the enemy. Which again isn't going to work on the bubonic plant because it has 2 defense, not 1. Because with this sling fight, it doesn't work well with enemies that have even just one defense. If there's an enemy that doesn't have any defense, then that slingshot will work. But when you get to the enemies with one defense, you will always have to either you'll have to have the power shot, which is this, which will do the same amount of damage it does to zero defense enemies. But you know, say your slingshot only does 5 damage and you've got an enemy that has 1 defense, the power shot will do 4 damage to that enemy. Or you can use the softener cards here. Or if you don't want to worry about using SP, then you can use a launcher, but it's only going to work on enemies that have 1 defense. Otherwise, we'll have to use the Venom Chink or any other swords that do damage. Of course, again, I'm gonna focus on the storm here because the enemy can be pretty annoying. There we go. Let's go to sleep again. Use a soccer card. I say that and then I was literally just about to forget about it. Yeah, but there we go. It's not gonna help him out though, because so much scum. It's cool that that software card works even when the knight is doing the thing that grants him 1 defense. It's pretty helpful. Which I guess that's probably because it's like the equivalent of if you went to strategies and use this, which is where the defend thing would be. So I guess it doesn't exactly. I don't know. So I know that with this game there's like 2 kinds of defense. Which is like the stats, and then there's the buffs and debuffs. Which kind of makes things a bit confusing. With how long I've been playing this, I still forget that there are some enemies that can attack before you attack. I don't know why I still forget that's the thing. It's important to remember that some enemies can do that. I've also noticed that there's like can be an enemy in the game that reminds me of the Komodo dragon. I have the feeling it's going to be a boss that functions similar. Yeah, the Komodo dragon function. At least the species that I remember hearing can like shoot blood out of its eyes when it gets scared. Which I don't know if it's gonna actually, I don't think it's gonna actually do that in the game, but that's kind of hilarious to think about though. I don't think it feels it's gonna really be a bloody game, exactly. One thing's for sure, it's not gonna stop it from having a real dark story, given what we've seen in the second half of Demo 3. Which makes me wonder if there's also going to be something dark happening in Demo 4. I'm not quite sure about that. I definitely feel like something dark will happen in Demo 6 though. There's definitely going to be something dark happening in that chapter. It's going to be where you retrieve the Dark Lord's sword. I mean, just the name itself just already gives off the vibe that something may happen in that chapter. Something that could possibly be worse than what happened when our player tried to grab the Ghost Walker. In fact, I know that there's like a theory that hatred will return at some point. And chapter 6 could be that chapter. Remember, they're gonna attack first here. Oh boy. The lag. I remember, like, I didn't play this when it was Demo 1. I played this when it was Demo 2, but I heard that these guys were a real challenge when it was just Demo 1. And, like, it was already very challenging to face off against just one. So this part of the pitch were a real challenge. It's like, it's a scary thing to encounter. These guys were very challenging when I played this one, it was just Demo 2. Yeah, right now they're not really all that hard anymore. Especially when you know the trick to dodging their attacks. For me, what I do is that I don't really know how to explain it. It's all just a matter of just okay, I'm lagging. Since I have +2 defense, I don't really have to worry about not being able to dodge these attacks. Trying to like press the space bar like right when it's about to do that stomping thing. And then when they do the unexpected zooming, I aim to press it like slightly after the zooming starts. That's my best explanation of it. Kind of like that. Yeah. After I do this Electron attack, I'll be down to just 2 of these guys now. Yeah, these guys used to be held to defeat. I imagine the reason why they keep on nerfing these guys for each demo is probably because they don't want the game to be ridiculously easy when it's just the first demo. I do hope that they don't nerf these guys too much, because I don't want it to be that Cool King ends up with like freaking 15 health. Or 20, like I don't know, about 25. I think Cool King is good as he is now, having 30 health. Yeah, I'm mentioning the same case with cars too. You probably need to be able to have fun with the cars without the game being too easy. In fact, I imagine there's probably not going to be much of that. I forgot the name of the cars. It's the cars I'm using right now that gives me HP and SP every time I do a full attack. I mentioned there's probably not going to be much of those cars. It would become too easy if you just had a bunch of them. I just cannot think of how you would nerf those cars. Especially when you have a build like this that doesn't rely on damage at all. Yeah, I imagine this is probably going to be, I think for the next bits, it's probably going to be a separate video. I've noticed that going through bits 30 to 39, I think that actually ended up taking like an hour, which is hard to believe, but that last boss with the 3 fears does take like 10 minutes, so I don't know. Alright, let me check here. If I can, if it doesn't lag. Alright, how many minutes has it been? Ooh, yeah, that's like 36 minutes. So yeah, I'm stopping this right here.